Well, this is Interstellar Radio. It's July 7th, 2019. We have Retro here on the line.
Hello.
Hello there. Greetings. All right. Well, whatever you like to bring in AR, whatever you like to do, just
Okay.
ride the wave. It's in your court. So.
I think it's just AR this time. I think that the Palladians are not here again. They didn't hear the last few times we've done this.
Okay.
Oh, just 1 second, sorry.
Okay.
Just kinda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have questions for AR at this time?
Yeah. Is there anything you like for people to know about anything?
Talking about a comet. It sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard a comet.
Okay.
Is there one? No. It seems like there's one that's coming. It's not soon, but within the next few years, it seems like. And I'm getting the feeling that these comets bring in interesting energies that pass by.
Mm-hmm.
To look forward to. Very ancient and vibrant energy.
Mm-hmm. It'll help with the awakening.
Yeah. It feels like it's going to be very people who are light workers and who are more connected to the alien side will feel more impacted by it. I think it's more connection to it. Who watch the skies will notice the the feeling more.
You said there was everything is connected to Atlantis. Is there anything you can?
Oh, Atlantis, yes.
Anything you can say about that?
Yes, it seems like a lot of the wars in the Middle East, reactions there are for discovering more Atlantean technologies. It seems like hold on. Especially with it when Saudi Arabia is involved in Yemen, it seems like they said.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm not getting any information on Iraq.
Feels like a lot of that was already found.
The
feeling I'm getting.
And as far as Israel, I'm not getting anything new there, per se.
Okay.
A lot of the more influence that Israel has is actually just mostly secular at this point. And there's not much ancient. There is, but there's not. It's out there for a while now. That anything that is there is known, where things out in Yemen and on the Arabian Peninsula are more unknown. It seems like.
Okay.
And they're trying to. A lot of the sort of actions there.
Okay.
Hold on. It does have to do with uncovering something about the land and some secrets, and gaining more control over it to use it for their own purposes.
Definitely. Yeah, none of it. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
It definitely does feel like Yemen, like the southwesternmost part of Arabia. In the deserts, there are.
The Atlanteans are in the connected to the secret space program, I would imagine.
I
don't know.
I'm not connecting to that. I'm not really
wow.
able to connect.
Interesting.
What's that?
I just assumed that they would have some connection there, but
I'm not able to connect to that.
That's all right.
I think it's just I can connect to Atlantean, not the secret space program.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
I do have a I don't know, my astral self has been really acting up. There's been a lot going on. I guess things aren't working out. I didn't think you connect to that.
And in your astral self?
Yeah.
More,
just anything.
Hold on 1 second.
So what it's up to.
Astral self. What is your astral self doing? Oh, I think he's trying. Actually, connecting to your astral self. I think it's time. Let me see. He's trying to connect. I think.
Okay.
It seems like there's something upset about something you're doing. Hold on. Some kind of habit, maybe. I don't to make it feel right to you.
I don't know.
It seems like he may be trying to get your attention to send a message to you about something that you're doing that's not optimal.
Interesting. Yeah,
I'm not getting anything specific now. I think it's a personal matter. Did you have any questions specifically?
About that specifically? I don't know. We don't have much contact, so.
Yeah. I think he's trying to get your attention.
Okay.
I think what they're telling me it's something that you're doing or not doing that's not optimal, and they are not telling me or not connecting with it because it's probably more personal.
Okay.
I don't know exactly, but
I'll have to connect to it on my own.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. It might be connected to Captain Marvel. She shows up every once in a while.
Well. Yeah.
Moving on from that. So I was just kind of curious if there's a lot going on in Astral. So I don't know, can you connect to the Astral around the Earth, or I don't know if you're allowed to see that. In general. I don't know.
I'm seeing a lot of activity around the southern U.S. right now, like the South in general. Hold on. I think it's clearing out the older energies in the South, that Civil War era. It's clearing a lot of the energy out right now, astrally. I feel like it's just kind of lifting, like, calling out, like, smoke and being untangled. Like, there's a lot of things that just a tangled mess astrally in the South that's being worked on pretty effectively. I mean, it seems a lot of the old negative energies there that are being worked out right now at this time.
What about the earthquakes in California? You see anything on that?
Hold on.
Yeah, take your time.
Earthquake in California. It seems like it's bringing the energy back up in California. It seems like there's some kind of It looks like mountain. What I'm seeing is like mountains rising. It seems like there's. It's not just releasing energy, but it's building up, so to speak. More positive, kind of realigning thing. It seems like.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I'm just getting realignment at this point.
Okay.
Let me kind of dive in a little deeper.
Well, I have more alien activity over there, or
in California, or
yeah, in California where the earthquakes are.
Yes, it seems like there are some darker forces trying to make the earthquakes worse than it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. Figures.
It feels like it's kind of pushing it's kind of trying to push things more rigid, build up more tension in the earth. If that makes sense. It feels like
well, they're causing fear and stuff like that. They're trying to get people to panic.
I'm talking more like the actual Earth itself to make things worse.
Wow.
There are positive forces at work too that are trying to not. I don't think they're trying to stop the earthquake per se, but to make things align and go more smoothly. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm hearing San Jose. So I might expect something there.
Wow.
Maybe that's what I'm hearing. I just heard like San Jose.
Okay.
Actually, let me check that out in a minute. San Jose.
Yikes.
I think it's on a fault line. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, about the aliens assisting with the weather. Do they do much, or is it the elementals, the fairies, and the what is the AR's perspective?
It felt like what I'm getting is it's kind of a it's different between a hammer and a chisel. Because it seems like the elementals are largely doing more localized weather activity, whereas the extraterrestrials are more influencing trends. So if they're influencing like something as wide as the Sahara versus something that's in your city or county or state, if it's over your city or your state, it's probably more elemental based, it seems like. Whereas if it's over, say, the Sahara Desert or a larger region, it seems more extraterrestrial. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting.
Although there's probably elementals involved in that too. But I'm guessing like the extraterrestrials are kind of also more focused on like the space weather around Earth. It seems like.
Yeah.
Larger trends. Yes.
Or like they're keeping us safe from asteroids and things like that.
Yeah, and also like any weird bursts of radiation. It seems like.
Yeah, from the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, feels like. Is that mostly where their energies are?
It feels like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But yeah, the elementals work on a more localized scale, and the extraterrestrials work on a more almost global scale, or actual global scale, or interstellar, or something. Or not interstellar.
Interesting.
Interplanetary.
I don't know because I don't know if AR can show HARP. That runs the weather system. Well, in theory, I don't know if you can connect with that. allowed to.
HARP, it still seems to be fairly challenging. In some regards, it's not really doing anything new at this point. As far as weather control, it's still, doing what it does, but I'm not getting any updates or anything new.
Well, does the Illuminati or controllers run the weather? Let's put it that way.
They can influence it, but it's
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, they don't have perfect control.
They don't have full control over it. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's hot, they can make it hotter.
What
about hurricanes? So can it help them be created?
I'm seeing elementals involved with hurricanes, oddly enough.
Interesting.
I guess. I don't understand. Maybe I'm seeing. I'm not sure why I'm seeing elementals at the center of them, but it needs to either connect to Hearth or the Illuminati with hurricanes.
Okay.
Yes. They they don't make hurricanes, but they can influence them. Again, like I said, they can they understand the patterns and they better nail it on. Than people understand what makes hurricanes foreign or others would know. They can kind of influence things that way, but they can't always make it exactly as they want.
So can they control them?
What's that?
Can they control them once they're made?
Not that I see, no. Or at least it's very hard to control them. It seems like if they're, if it's a tropical storm or if it's like pre-storm conditions, they can control that, but they can't really control like a larger rolling storm.
Interesting.
It sort of seems like.
But they can make a hurricane bigger or smaller, though, right? If they wanted to. Or maybe not.
They can do that. They can influence it. I believe they have a harder time. They can kind of they know how to gamble to make things work a certain way. I think.
Yeah.
It's not so much a direct influence. It's more like a gambling. If we do this, it might have a chance of doing that.
Now, like there's around Indonesia, there's been earthquakes there. Is there is that natural, or is there a government energy there that's involved with that?
I'm not getting a direct government energy from it, but I'm getting. One feeling it's kind of like they're manifesting it, but they're not really aware they're manifesting it. It feels like. At least not physically aware. Maybe actually, they feel like.
Okay.
Let me check that real quick.
Okay.
I'm thinking a lot of theory around it actually, more than anything else. They're aware of the positive. there's some sort of positive aspect of them that they're aware of. That's the thing. But yet they don't see anything directly involved. They're more wanting the positive. Whatever positive there is, there's
Yeah.
or at least something that benefits them. I'm not entirely certain what that could be, but
Yeah, I would just leave it be. Okay.
yeah.
What about government or Illuminati connections in Antarctica? Whatever AR can show you.
I'm seeing some sort of underground octagonal base.
Wow.
Looks like under ice, I should say.
Yeah, under ice. Yep, I believe it.
Not quite near the South Pole. It's more towards the side, I think. Kind of. More toward the Atlantic. It seems like.
Yeah, like meetings there and stuff.
Yeah, meetings. It seems like there's some sort of business there that I'm not able to connect. Hold on, let me try to connect to it.
Okay.
It seems like it's more inner Earth based. It's something to do with inner Earth. Yeah, the ice kind of shields it from something. I'm getting. So it helps them to do because the ice, it doesn't just conceal them. It's actually beneficial for their operations. In other ways too. But it seems like it has more to do with the inner Earth, like seismicity. So if they do control earthquakes, it might be getting data there. Measuring very. Hold on. It's very much a geological research station. It's not so much military, but it can be. Let me see if I can find aliens there. I'm seeing Nordics there. Tall, tall whites, seems like. But I'm not seeing much else there. It seems like it's there to measure inside of the Earth mostly. It's interesting. But yeah. It's deep within Antarctica, under the ice. It seems like I don't know how people get in there, but but it's fairly large. I'd say it's probably approximate the size of the Pentagon, maybe a little larger.
Wow. Yeah. What about the without being in Antarctica? What about the governments like around the world? Do they like secretly meet like have like a representative? Like this is China. This is like shadow government type of stuff.
I don't see anything there per se. They achieve different locations for it. I think one might be in Russia.
Yeah.
When I'm getting, they don't really go there because it's not really a popular place to go. For secret meetings, you can go other places for secret meetings. Russia is one. Even England in some places, I think. England or Scotland, somewhere there. somewhere in Northern Europe. I'm seeing a lot of them in Northern Europe.
Yeah, like yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
There's different locations. It feels like I'm not getting a hold on any one.
That's okay. That's
particular.
okay. What about the Illuminati presence in Switzerland? What do you feel with that? Is it strong? Is it light? Is it non-existent?
Hold on, and I'm not getting much there.
Really?
It's there, but
Yeah.
it's not
Quiet.
it's not it's mostly peaceful there.
Yeah.
It seems like they're not influencing Switzerland as much, at least not in the daily affairs.
Yeah.
They just kind of do business there. It seems like they
Yeah.
do anything there at all.
Yeah, they do business there. Yeah. That's probably the bank. What about CERN? What do you see around CERN?
CERN.
Yeah. Familiar with that? The collider.
I'm actually seeing that there's a lull in activity there. Actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Some sort of I feel like electrical issues in the collider, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to do with here. It's kind of not working correctly. I feel like that's on purpose, though. There's something messing with it on purpose to keep it delayed in what it's doing.
There's a alien presence there.
Not just alien, it seems like, but also maybe elemental there. I'm not particularly sure what's there that feels elemental to me. Possibly angelic, but I think more elemental feel. But there are things that are tampering with it to make it not work as planned, or to slow down the main goal.
Is it is a collider for positive or for negative?
Or
both?
A little bit both. Hold on, let me connect to that. I think it's probably positive in some regards, but there's a lot of fear around it because it's not known.
Mm-hmm.
There is a positive aspect to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting, but I'm not getting much more connection than that.
That's okay. That's okay. So, what about Illuminati connections in Germany?
Germany, yes. It's very old there. Extremely old actually in Germany.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's any.
It feels mostly in. Oddly enough, mostly in like. I spent a lot of activity in some places in the south and east. Particularly it seems like. Let's see, what can I get there? They had some sort of I think they were actually had some plan in the Berlin Wall. It seems like when it seemed like the Soviet Union kind of kept them out back in the day. In Eastern Germany, they weren't as much of a presence, but now they're spreading themselves out more thoroughly in Germany. But it seems like during the USSR times, they had a larger presence in Western Germany, more so than the East. Let's see.
What about Austria? Yeah, it's next to Germany. It has Vienna.
In what? Oh, in Vienna.
Or yeah, Austria. Just Austria in general. No, that's near Germany.
Uh, I'm not connecting to that much at all.
Wow, interesting.
Let me check. In fact, there's no danger there. I'm hearing. Um,
Wow,
at this time.
safe area.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the wealthier alpine countries seem to be kind of.
Yeah.
Some places are still influenced, but not to the same degree as others.
hmm
Like not to the same degree that like Britain or the U.S. might be.
hmm
Um, they're still limited. They're still limited in what they can do. But they have focuses, in different areas differently. It seems like,
Okay.
at least
Yeah.
on this,
Yeah.
at least on this plane. Actually, let's see. Actually, I don't see too much activity in Austria either, or mostly Germany.
Okay. What about Brussels? Or that's Belgium.
Um, yes, I do see a lot of influence
hmm
in Brussels, especially in the European Union. I think actually some of the seats there in the EU are and in a lot of the politicians in Brussels do seem connected directly to the Illuminati.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I think that's actually one way, the reason why they're so light in certain areas of Europe, is they had an easier time controlling Europe in the EU itself.
Hmm.
So they're not focused on, okay, what are you doing in Austria, or what are you doing in Poland? It's
Yeah.
mostly like, what are you doing in the European Union? Not that they aren't doing independent country operations, but it's sort of the EU is really convenient to them.
Okay.
Um,
How about London?
London.
Yeah, Illuminati presence there.
Hmm. I sense some Illuminati presence around there to protect. They're oddly not seem to be protecting the royal family at this
Hmm.
point.
Interesting.
I see them influencing. Actually, I think they influence a lot of the football stuff.
Huh.
Um,
hmm
a lot of the sort of distractions. Yeah, I see them a lot around the royal family. Not so much directly involved, but somewhat protecting them, at least in some ways. Um,
Maybe one of the offshoot families.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, one of the offshoot royal families. Yeah.
Um,
We don't get so much attention.
mhm.
Definitely watching the bank account, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What do you see around the royal family in general? Like, what can they tell us? Reptilians, or can they show us?
What can I see? I see. Hold on. I'm getting an image of the people of light. That they used to be connected to an alien race that went that also descended.
hmm
Um, Probably to Atlantean connections. Definitely Atlantean connections. It seems like.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Let's see what else.
Hmm.
Oddly enough, I do see some sort of insectoid connection.
Yeah,
um,
not your normal connection, but yeah, definitely. Just say what you
yeah.
see. Yep, just
Like I can see this guy that's kind of almost looks like
wow.
an Anunnaki, like a elongated skull
Wow.
person, but with mandibles.
Wow.
it's a
Wow.
it's a it's like this person with a steak skull, like rounder back of the head with mandibles.
Well,
Um,
interesting. I felt Orion
Orion.
right before you said that about the insectoid.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And Orion's known for insect beings.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds probably about right then.
Wow.
Insectoid beings connected to the royal family.
Hmm. Well, there's definitely a reptilian presence there for Anunnaki, like you said.
Mm-hmm. Anunnaki.
It's mostly Anunnaki, yeah.
I don't know that mostly Anunnaki, but there's
Or
some there.
some there.
Um, hold on, let me see if I can get anything particularly.
Hmm.
I get more insectoid and reptilian than I do Anunnaki. Um,
Oh wow, okay. Insectoid reptilian. You don't hear about that very often.
oh, and reptilian, sorry.
And reptilian. Oh, okay, and reptilian. I would imagine some of them are combined, though.
Yeah.
I would definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Is there anything else you can see there?
The
Or
royal
move on?
family.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm getting what I'm getting is that the royal family, especially the queen, it seems like they're getting used to like having it very good and having it control. Um, even though there's forces behind them, they're actually trying to encourage her title. It's not they're not trying to well, some might be. What I'm getting is they're not making her subservient any will, but they're trying to kind of influence her um almost indirectly.
Hmm.
Um, they're trying to kind of make them prideful, uh, thinking they're independent when their actions are not always independent. You know,
So, like,
you're like you're the bully of the schoolyard that you've got
yeah,
you've got other people that are more stronger than you.
there's a lot of drama there. I would assume.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it's being encouraged actually by some forces.
Yeah, because these are to control them.
I see a lot of like trickster energy that way.
I definitely. They're just. I think William and Harry
Hmm.
are kind of. They're not getting along, and it's just.
Yeah, and I see that it's being encouraged. It's actually being like intensified. Um,
Yeah. Hmm.
Probably the Illuminati actually to keep people distracted
Yeah.
because the royal family is a large distraction basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of intended. It's intended. It doesn't have the same clout that it used to have.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
let's see. I definitely do see more alien connection to the Queen.
Hmm.
That's like insectoid.
Hmm. She's just a little bug.
Yeah.
Bug this whole time. People say she's a reptilian. She's just a bug.
Well, there's probably reptilian there too, but I do see insectoid as well.
That's funny.
Actually, I see like insectoid like helper beings around there too.
Hmm.
Um, people, like her direct staff, the people who wait on her, see the insectoid in me. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah.
All right. Well, we switch gears a little bit. How about
Yeah.
I don't know, the belly of the beast. How about the Vatican?
Oh, Belly Beast, yeah. um,
Yeah. Anything you see there? Anything with the Pope?
um, it's really trying hard to push their own perspective. It seems like
Right.
they're not blocking it per se like the usual way. They're trying to actually like limit what I see.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see what I can get. Yeah, they're definitely trying to push a new positive image with the Pope this time. Um, you kind of know that the game's about to get the up because of obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So they're trying to push a more positive approach. Even though some are not real happy about it, I think it's actually more for show. Because I think the new hip pope or the what do you call it, the meme pope, or what do you call it, that's more popular even with like um the younger crowd because they're more progressive and liberal.
Yeah.
And I think that most of the resistance to the changes is more for show than anything else. Because they want to be seen as more positive at this time, uh, so that they have more time to play their games and to do things in secret. Because if people don't care about the Vatican anymore, if they don't, if there's less Catholics,
Yeah.
if they're not as relevant, they can't hide their stuff as easily if they're not as relevant. It seems like.
Mm.
So part of their security, their behind the scenes security is actually maintaining the image of the Vatican right now. So they want to make sure that people see things. Oh, this is changing for positive. So it's more. It's still gonna become irrelevant. It's gonna be much slower, and there's a lot of drama regarding the changes. The more progressive Pope, for example, but that's actually been coming. It seems like it's just all drama that's not there, but to basically hide what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because once the Vatican becomes totally irrelevant, it's going to be much easier to open secrets.
Yeah, definitely.
But still, there's people that are religious and diehard Catholics, and it makes things difficult to question
Yeah.
um, the intentions of the Vatican. And, that's on purpose. They're trying to get a more positive image to the non-Catholic people.
Interesting. So I felt
Uh,
like 10 years.
what's that?
10 years, it feels like things are going to start
Yeah,
changing for them.
definitely. Um, Things are gonna be starting. Things are gonna start leaking probably 10 or 11. I'd say.
Yeah.
Um, It'll probably start in 10 years, but I definitely see it in 11 years. By
Yeah.
then,
Start breaking down.
yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Is there a Atlantean energy around the Vatican?
Atlantean? Yeah, it seems like actually the site, Vatican City, Rome,
Mm-hmm.
used to be Atlantean at one point.
Wow.
It seems like there is a lot of Atlantean energy there. There used to be a settlement there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a fairly sizable one.
Oh.
So even though there might not be, if you went back to the early days of Rome, even though there wasn't much there seen at the time,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like a lot of the hold on, a lot of the Atlantean information, culture, and influence that survives with Etruscan. Uh, the Etruscans seem connected to the Atlanteans more so than the early Romans. Etruscan culture seems very Atlantean. It seems like, or at least connected to Atlantis. And then, of course,
yeah, the Greek. Yeah, it felt like the Greeks were connected to the Atlanteans.
The Greeks too, yes.
Yeah, they're a descent.
Yes. Also the Etruscans as well, and a lot of the societies that are built up along the Mediterranean. Even some Celtic, but not much Celtic. Do seem more Atlantean.
Interesting.
Turkey does seem Atlantean as well. The area.
Wow.
At least the islands and the coast.
Yeah, it feels. I mean, like it might be an offshoot of the Atlanteans.
Yeah.
Another version of them or something. It feels like Greek architecture is Atlantean architecture.
Yeah, but also like not just the Greeks, the Phoenicians, the Etruscans, and then the Romans. But the Romans are kind of adopted Atlantean. It seems like. But yeah, it seems to be Greek, Phoenician, and Etruscan does seem to have Atlantean connections.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I thought the Etruscans were Greek, or I guess they're connected to Greece in some regard. I think
in some regards, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Fascinating.
And it seems like some of the Celtic, especially in Spain, and parts of France, might have some Atlantean connection, but very smaller compared to the Greek.
Yeah, I just got a message that Christopher Columbus was an Atlantean at one time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I imagine you're aware of the Bimini Road.
What's that, sorry?
The Bimini Road. It's underwater. It's
I don't think I've heard of them actually.
It's a road underwater. Let's see. Oops, let me look it up. In the Bahamas. I mean, imagine you can look it up. Yeah, it's called Bimini Road. It's a huge structure underwater. It's like there's statues of felines down there.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of strange stuff there. I don't know if you can pick up on anything on that, like Atlantean energies.
It kind of predates. It does look like it predates the settlement of Atlantis. Honestly enough, it's sort of. It feels slightly older than Atlantis itself, actually, in some regards.
Wow.
Not much older. Like the Atlantis was a new kid in the block by the time it is known. It seems like at least. Like it was like the Thor. It almost like proto Atlantean, or just barely proto Atlantean.
What about the Bermuda Triangle? Is that active right now, or you don't hear about planes being lost anymore?
I thought this the actual sea itself, not the air, but the more the sea itself becoming more active in the Bermuda Triangle.
Wow.
It seems like yes, the airspace around the triangle is being monitored more closely now.
So it's being avoided.
it's not avoided so much monitored. It's harder to get away with, abductions or whatnot there.
Oh, so
So
that's
it seems like there's mostly activity in the water or underwater there.
what was going on. Just people were being abducted over there. Is that what the planes disappearing?
Let me check. No, I can just assume that I didn't make sure. I thought that was what the story was. Hold on. Yeah, it seems like the planes were abducted.
Hmm.
Almost entered like a new, like a time state. It seems like. That's what I'm getting.
Hmm.
Um, different reality.
It was like the
Um,
Zetas were involved with some of that.
yeah. Oh yeah. Do you remember the drug? It kind of seems similar to that. Like it seems like they never drugged them. The the humans that entered the triangle and got lost.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to the drug that the Data take recreationally.
Hmm.
Uh, so might be studying humans based on that. They also don't want to let the people that are abducted there. They don't want the humans to be fully aware of what's going
Hmm.
on. So they kind of had them in a simulated reality. Um, for various reasons. The humans there are not fully lucid of what's going on because they're in a simulated reality. There's like a new time space to them when they could be off planet somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Is anybody disappearing in that area anymore? Or they're just not talking about it?
let's see. Mostly small ships. It seems like
So
nothing.
they're just keeping it out of the news or something.
Yeah. It 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 everything there. It's very small. It's to be very unnoticed. Uh, people who go missing there are not people who are easily found or tracked.
No.
They're more like not quite stragglers, but um, say if you were migrating from Cuba or something and you accidentally went to the Bikini Triangle, you might be picked out there. They're not the most well, they're not the most noteworthy people that are getting lost.
Okay.
I know it sounds wrong, but that's kind of the
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of like you wouldn't want to abduct someone who would be on the news.
Yeah.
But if it's something that you don't really know, or it's in a different country,
Yeah.
and you're not
Just
aware of the
missing
ship,
person.
yeah,
Ah, I see. I get
so
you.
it's kind of like something that would be invisible already anyway.
So yeah, it still is active. I figured it was.
Yeah, it's active. They're very careful.
Yeah, because you don't have a cruise ship disappearing in there.
Right.
I imagine they avoid it.
Yeah, and they're definitely getting closer to the sea
Mm-hmm.
rather than the air. Did they not they're not detected. I'm getting mostly the sea being stirred up. Actually, that seems like where a lot of the storm energy is coming from too.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the manipulations in that area. Mostly applying pressure. They're not actually creating storms there, they're just beating it up there if anywhere.
What about
Um,
what about Atlantis like resurfacing, or is there a possibility of that?
resurfacing,
Or has it been I got two questions. Or maybe this is a better one. Has it been found underwater?
hmm.
In the Atlantic?
Yes, there's been settlements found. It seems like that. Nothing. Nothing particularly. Um, you know, the capital, so to speak, has not been found. But there have been settlements. Actually, no, I'm getting it has been found. I'm sorry, I take that back. Yes, the capital, like the main cities, have been found. It seems
Really?
like
They have been found.
it seems like it has been found.
Deep underwater though.
Yeah, I'm not getting any information about it. I just heard it had been found, but I'm
Wow.
not getting any information on that.
They're not gonna tell us though.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Who have it might not be even humans that found it. It might be someone else that found it. Aliens or yeah, and I'm just getting told that it had been found. That's all I'm getting told. I'm not saying it's not saying by who, so
No, they're not saying that humans found it.
they're not saying who found it. There's still people looking for it. But there's other beings that have found it that just
Okay.
um for some reason they're not telling anything.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So, must be the last one. For the pyramids in Giza, is that was that built while Atlantis was still here or after?
It seems like I don't know. It seems late Atlantean.
Okay, so the Atlanteans were here. I mean,
Mm.
Atlantis was still here when that was built. Like,
Yes, that is dying out. I think.
okay,
Um,
and they knew that it was getting darker and darker. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it does seem like that's when it's getting darker. Like it just sort of. I think it had more connection to the Anunnaki.
Mhm.
The pyramids.
Mhm. You was gonna
Uh,
ask that. Yeah. Is it mostly Anunnaki that's there right now?
yes, it is still mostly Anunnaki. Uh, Largely Anunnaki. Yeah.
And they're protecting it
Yes, protecting it.
from being destroyed.
Mhm.
That would cause a lot of difficulties if that was. Wouldn't it mess up our alignment if it were destroyed,
Let me see.
or would it?
Um, it would probably yeah, it would damage some systems. They could have had this as old as it is. Um, it's sort of like adjusted to the Earth's energy. Um, so it would disrupt a lot of things. That wouldn't. Uh, Not. It would be very disruptive. Yes, if it's destroyed.
Mhm.
To the Earth's whole system because it's so integrated now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Into
Mhm.
like the electrical system of the Earth.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like a magnet or something like that.
Yeah. It's kind of like there's not the flow of energy there. Largely, it wouldn't disrupt things permanently.
Mhm.
Not the Earth can still adjust back,
Mhm.
but if it was destroyed, it would have an effect for quite a while.
Yeah, just wondering.
Yeah.
It's is it a communication device?
Um.
Well, it receives energies, I guess.
Yeah. It feels like it sends out more energy, actually.
Turns out. Oh, about like our world, our progress, what's going on, or
I see it more like ships going around it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like none of the first stream we had, they had like a larger stop or larger vehicles, and it was pyramid
Mm-hmm.
shaped.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the pyramids are likely used with ships, so it's kind of used for larger ships. The pyramids are, um,
Mm.
because they channel large amounts of energy that power the ships,
Yeah, I can see that.
and that's actually something that's known in like different magical traditions, Western magical traditions. That pyramids are generators of the sort.
Yeah.
There's people. What's that?
Yeah, like power grids, something like that.
Yeah, people actually like take pipes of copper in a pyramid formation and sleep under them. Or meditate under them.
Wow.
I can send you a link to that at some point if you want.
Yeah, sure. The pyramids connected to Orion, the Orion beings.
I think more Arcturian. It seems like.
Wow. But Orion does have a
Hold on, what?
Orion
Oh.
does have a some kind of influence there, right?
I didn't know that they used to. Once they don't anymore.
But they used to. They're part of. I think they're part of the building of it. At
Yeah.
one time. They helped align it, and
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Then they left. And when everything was doing good, they stuck around. Then everything went to hell. That says, "See you guys later." Have fun with that. So, yeah, because Orion reads information from the pyramids, from what I can see. All right. Okay.
They still get information from it. They seem just less involved. Since Earth has become kind of a harder, more challenging planet to deal with, it seems like there are different parties involved with the pyramids now. Like the Anunnaki.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll probably just close it out.
Yeah, so. That sounds good.
All right, thank you. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. All right, we'll see if we can set up another meeting next week if you're okay with that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll be back next week. Have a great rest of your weekend. All right.